After a certain age, every person seeks employment and he can wait for a certain period of time. If he does not get employment naturally, he grows desperate or disappointed. It is not the problem of India alone, but is a universal problem. Every country of the world is facing this problem in a lesser or a greater form. India, being a large country, has this problem on a large scale. The government of India is doing its best to meet this problem, but it is increasing by leaps and bounds. All the 5-year plans have kept this in view, and numerous openings and opportunities are provided by them. But the problem remains as it is. The unemployment is of two kinds, the urban and the rural. The urban employment means total unemployment and people living in cities not getting the employment at all, while rural employment is partial and due to the low productivity of the land or due to being landless. So far the causes of our unemployment, if they are to be enumerated, are many. In the last so many 100 years, there has been exploitation of India by the foreign rulers. This has very bad effect on the Indian economy. The second reason is the educational system provided by the British people to us. Their aim was to destroy the workmanship of the workers and to create a crop of clerks which they needed for their officers. As a result of this, we forget the dignity of labor and run after the white collar jobs. The third reason is the high rate of the population increase. The fourth and the most important one is the imbalance between the economic growth and employment opportunities. The economic growth so far has not been sufficient to provide enough employment opportunities to our youth. Thus, we see that there are so many factors that are responsible for the problem of unemployment. Any solution will not be complete until all these factors are taken into consideration. Let us take the first cause and think what can be done in this regard. We must encourage the handicrafts and cottage industries. A proper training must be provided for those artisans who wish to take up their old work. The second reason assigned to unemployment is the defective education. For this, the time is ripe when we should have second thoughts about the whole educational setup. The education must be so reformed that it must be made result oriented. The third cause is the population growth, and for this government has already taken proper steps. The last is the imbalance between the rate of production and the employment opportunities. We will have to increase our production at a quicker rate. The government has no doubt started a crash program in this direction, but we cannot win over this until and unless we find out ways and means for providing larger and more opportunities to the unemployed. The only immediate solution seems to be the encouragement of small scale and cottage industries. On the other side, the rural development must go hand in hand. The farm production must be increased so that fully unemployed or semi unemployed may get work all the year round. This will give a boost to our economy, and small scale and cottage industries will also flourish tremendously. Dear Madam, we thank you for your letter of the 24th February, design number 786, which you have chosen for your rug, is a very popular one. In the last few weeks, the demand for it has been so brisk that at the moment we regret to say we are out of stock of the necessary materials. Immediate steps are being taken to renew our stock of these materials, and we can guarantee delivery within 3 weeks. You may therefore decide to wait in order to get exactly what you want. If so, the complete cost of the materials of the design required by you in the shades you wanted works out to rupees 200 only. The cost of the book, which is necessary for the material, is included in the figure. But if this is not required, there will be a reduction of rupees 50. You have our assurance that the materials are of excellent value, and we feel confident that the rug, when finished, will give you every satisfaction. If, however, you cannot wait 3 weeks, perhaps you will be good enough to choose another design. In order to give you a wider range of choice, we enclose another pattern sheet which has just been issued. Our customers usually send cash with their orders, but if you prefer to avail yourself of the cash on delivery system, that can easily be arranged. Yours faithfully.